It is Sunday morning. We have no plans today. We are about to hop in the car and just go for a drive somewhere. Kind of my favourite types of Sundays where you just kind of aimlessly follow the food, I guess. The idea is to just find somewhere nice for lunch. Maybe go for a walk. The weather is beautiful in London today. It's very crisp and sunny. That's the plan for today. Not really sure what to wear. I say that as if I don't wear the same 4 things every day anyway. Hopefully I look a little less gross. I do need to shower though. Okay, let's go, shall we? This is the best one.
You tried a bit, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Hey Rue, are you smiling at me? She has her breakfast and expects a treat. Anyway, happy Monday morning. I'm about to go to Sarah Chapman and get a facial, and whilst I'm in Sloane Square, I'm just gonna wander around, but she's licking her empty bowl because she thinks if she licks her empty bowl, then I'll think, oh, I need to fill it. Okay, I should probably go get a taxi because I am late. Also, I think these are a little bit much for a Monday morning. Okay, a cab it is. Okay, I just come back from my facial at Sarah Chapman. I did a little bit of shopping. I picked up some lunch. I got this, okay, the jars in the sink. From Natura, I picked up the porcini broth with cavolo nero and chickpeas. So I'm making that. I'm gonna add some kimchi to it. That facial was amazing. My skin feels so good. I thought it was gonna be an extraction type facial, but they used radio frequency and micro needling, and it was 60 minutes. Normally my skin would be really red from this, but I don't know if you can see, it just feels really like plump. And so I'm a big fan of that. I ended up also buying 2 bags of coffee. I got 1 ground and I had 1 unground, just beans. I got this one called What's it called? Wahana Graha. Can you see? I really like the designs on it. Really cute. And then the lady recommended me the party for full beans. So we basically have 2 coffee machines. After I was done around Sloane Square, I thought I would take a tiny bit of a walk. So I walked down towards Pont Street where they have Anya Village. And I don't know if you're not London based, Anya Highmarsh basically has multiple stores all on one street. It's very cute, and that's why it's called Anya Village. And I went into Anya's grotto just to have a look, be nosy. They always have really good displays. Anya has a cafe, by the way. I assume that everybody knows what I'm talking about. Anya Highmarsh is a designer. She also has a cafe. She has so many sub-brands that are so cool, and I picked up these little quirky gingerbread hanging baubles. Anya's very well known for her quirky googly eyes on her products and her bags, so you see the little gingerbread people have it, which I think is really sweet. And then I also picked up a Jerusalem artichoke soup with cauliflower. So I absolutely love artichoke, and I think it's so underrated. So By Chloe used to have a spinach and artichoke dip, which I was obsessed with. And then they closed the By Chloe near me, so I need to find a way to remake it. And then I also picked up some live probiotic apple cider vinegar. Basically, if you guys have heard of Zoe, it's that blood sugar sensor thing, and they make you send off all sorts of bodily fluid samples to basically look at your blood sugar levels, your gut health, etc., etc. I got my test results back a week ago, and apparently my gut is a mess. I don't have any good bacteria, so I've kind of been going overboard with all the kimchi, all the probiotics, all of the good gut health, everything. It won a great taste award, so it can't be that bad. Shake to wake the mother. I'll show you it properly. Ta-da! Anyway, actually speaking of TikTok, I was just filming a TikTok video because I've been on the app for 3 years now. It's been my full-time job for about 1.5 years, and I've noticed recently my For You page is just either QVC light or it's a bunch of, I don't know if you call them consultants. It's a bunch of people trying to advise people how to become content creators or grow their platform. I actually think there's a real irony in both of those being on my For You page, because I feel like the QVC people probably need advice from the consultant people. Anyway, my first bit of advice would be, don't do it. I don't think you should ever want to become an influencer or a content creator. I find that very strange. I think a lot of people I know fall into it, which isn't ideal, but I think it's better than setting out to be a content creator. It is really interesting to me the sort of advice people give, because they sort of say, this is how you go viral, this is a viral hook, this is a viral hack, and I keep thinking, why do you want to go viral all the time? If you want to do this as a career, your whole brand can't be, I go viral. I just think social media has evolved so much in the last 5 years. I mean, I remember being obsessed with YouTube, and I'm hoping YouTube makes the biggest comeback for 2024, because I really miss that content creation had to have thought and connection, and that sounds a little bit ironic, doesn't it? The social media has to have connection, but think about your attention span now. I do it too. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Like 3 seconds, I get bored. I scroll, and I kind of miss that back in the day, the iconic YouTubers. You could sit down with them for half an hour, whatever it is, and you would feel there was that sense of community there. And you know, editing these videos takes a long time. People have sat down, put time, effort, thought, whatever it is, into creating this. They're like mini films, right? Or mini documentaries. And I think we're really missing some of that. And because anybody can go viral nowadays, or anybody can pick up a phone and become famous overnight, do you think we're kind of losing what social media should be about? And look, I like to be entertained as much as the next person. I love seeing a funny 5-second video, but if we're looking at longevity, we're looking at careers, you don't want a load of one-hit wonders just picking up their phone and going viral. It does get kind of frustrating to see so many people thinking that the key to being a content creator is just pick up your phone, make things look good, make it go viral. I also think that's a surefire way to homogenize people's social media presence, because I see it more than anybody, the amount of copycats. I think it's amazing to be inspired by people and creators, and I've been inspired by many people, but the amount of people who just directly copy blows my mind. I cannot think of anything worse than being known as the person who's kind of like somebody else. You know what I mean? You don't want to be lumped in with a group of people who all do a certain type of content. And over the last few years, I've had my fair share of aggressive copycats. And I think it might work for a bit because you do go viral, or you've taken a system that works for me and you've used it to elevate your profile, fine. But how do you do that long term? How do you become a brand? How do you build a community based on you just copying somebody's identity? I think a lot of people are losing that. I think people just want to do the next thing that goes viral or hop on the next trend, which there's an element to social media that should be that, I get it, but for long-term content creators, people have lost that magic. They just want to look like everybody else, act like everybody else, speak like everybody else. I don't know, I'm interested to see where this economy goes. I think you have to have a genuine joy behind it, otherwise you just become another marketing tool, and people get that, and people can switch on you very quickly. It sounds silly, but people assume that audiences are stupid and that they will believe anything that you say because you are an influencer, which is so dumb. When it comes to social media, people do have some form of social media literacy in respects to understanding what they want from a creator or what they're viewing. So these people who are trying to hoodwink their audience, I don't get it. That is going to be so good with my kimchi. And when I think about Instagram and how we all kind of strayed away from that platform because we got sick of everyone being curated so much. And now we're kind of doing the same, but we're pretending that it's not curated. It has to be aesthetically non-curated, which completely defeats the point. And I'm saying this as somebody who loves beautiful things. I love things to look aesthetic and feel aesthetic and taste aesthetic, but there needs to be some normalcy as well. You know, I think I'm going to watch this ramble back and just realize that I'm a hater and probably delete it all. It's okay, I can be a hater sometimes. Wasn't too bad.
What, thank you?
A bit more. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that smells like pudding. It's done. I also need somebody to invent something to break down boxes for me because I am sick and tired of breaking down boxes. Right, I'm going to the PT. It's been over 2 weeks since I've been because I've been sick and I've started to lose my voice again. I woke up with kind of a fever. I don't know. I think it's just my body being like, don't go to the gym. And I'm like, I have to go to the gym. Oh, my voice is really going. So I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to Fortnum's. I'm going to get my dad's present. I'm going to get some last minute Christmassy treats because why not whilst I'm there. And then I'm going to take a stroll down Bond Street. Just do a little window shopping, maybe for me. I forgot I have to take my apple cider vinegar shot. Although I don't know if I do it diluted or not. Let's Google. I like your new WhatsApp photo, Henry.
You like it?
Yeah, how rude. Hi, baby. You have a nice walk.
I didn't see the good one.
Did you have a nice walk? Oh, she's sucky. Oh, it's wet outside. Okay, session over. I now get to go to Fortnum's, which is my happy place. The only thing is, if I want to go shopping afterwards, I can't buy too much because carrying it around is really painful and stressful. I also hope it's not raining outside anymore. It's pissing it down. Okay, let's go. As part of my fortnightly shopping spree, I bought some bone broth, but duck bone broth. How weird is that? Never heard of it before. It won a great taste award there, look. Anyway, I did a thing where I hyperfixate on food, and at the moment, all I can think about is having broth with rice, vegetables, and kimchi, so guess what I'm about to make. It's 4:30, so I'm going to have a very, very early dinner, then I'm going to sit down and work on this week's newsletter. So, let's start with the rice. You impressed by how athletic that was? Okay, this is basmati rice, but I know my dad gave me some jasmine last time he was here, so I'm going to find that because I much prefer jasmine. Okay, I'm 99% sure somebody has thrown it away, and by somebody I mean Henry, so basmati rice it is. First things first, we will wash this rice until it runs as clear as a sunny day, okay? Okay, if you want to figure out your water to rice ratio, I was always taught the thumb trick. I think most Asian households use some similar measurements. Basically, you want to cover your rice with so much water that when you put your thumb in and the bottom of your thumb touches the rice, the water should hit the first digit of your thumb. So I like to add a little splash of rice vinegar. I just need to see which vegetables I'm going to add. I think I'm just going to put some carrots in. That does not fit. Where is the lid? I swear this was the lid. What's happened? My carrots have also been thrown away. There's nothing in this house sacred anymore. You know what? I'm going to steal some vegetables meant for Henry's gusto. Spring onions. Okay, peas. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm adding the spring onions to the rice, and I think I'm going to add some shredded pickled gingers. Actually, do I want kimchi and shredded ginger? Is that a bit much? Oh, okay. Just chucking all this in. The house is not big enough. Useful phrases to learn in Italian.
La cucina non è piccola, il bagno è nuovo e avete anche 2 balconi, 10 stanze e un giardino grande. È una casa molto bella.
She loves that house. You have 3 balconies here. That's greedy.
Avete 2 balconi.
Avete 2 balconi. Okay. How's my broth? Oh, I forgot to turn the ring light on. It's okay. You know what I look like. Oh, hi, Bob. What do you want? Do you want to play treasure hunt? Do you want to play treasure hunt after I've had my food? No, you can't have peas. You want to try frozen pea? Yeah, you're gonna like it though, it's cold. We started this new game called Treasure Hunt. It's like a good enrichment exercise for dogs. Basically, I just hide treats in random places around the house and she has to find them. Wasn't that right? Okay, we can't just... Oh, you ate. How's the pea? She just chewed it. Was that yummy? Good job. Better? Kind of. Anyway, I freeze all of my bone broth. Look at that. Although I put it in the same tray as the normal ice, so I think people sometimes get confused. I hope no one puts it in their drink. They put a sticker on my back camera, but they forgot about the front one. I need to show you my new scarf because it's the best thing in the world. How cute are those pandas? So, as I was coming back from the gym, I was doing my little, what I like to call a treat walk, because as a treat for going to the gym, I walk past all the shops and restaurants that I like to spend money in. And Loewe at the moment have a collaboration, I believe, with the Japanese ceramicist. Long story short, they have all these amazing, really cute animals like lemurs and penguins and pandas. And the storefront outside, I think you'll see in the short clips I posted, they have these animals like falling from the ceiling. And I was like, well, obviously I have to go and look at. And online I had seen that they had this scarf. I went to the store, I asked if they had this. They said no. I got upset, obviously. And then we did a little stock check and there was one left in London, just the one. And I was like, I'm gonna make this scarf mine. I don't care. The scarf is coming home with me today. The closest store they could find one in was Dover Street Market. So I was like, taxi! Went marching up. I was like, I need this fucking scarf in my life. They found the last one, hidden away in a drawer. And I was happy. And then I was like, well, I'm in Dover Street Market, I may as well walk around. It is a little bit alternative for me. The layout doesn't necessarily vibe with me visually, aesthetically, practically. Some of the brands and some of the people look very intimidating because they are definitely far too cool, and when I'm shopping and there's me prancing around in my gym gear and my APL trainers and my little Goyard tote with my panda scarf, like. But I did come across a really cool brand called Shu Shu Tong, and I tried to buy a skirt from them, but they only had one size left. But the stuff was really cute. It was kind of giving Miu Miu, but a little bit more structured and a little less expensive. Anyway, I loved the skirt so much that I went and found it online and bought it anyway because it was just super cute. So that was really successful, and then I was right by the Japan Center and I thought, oh, let's go into the Japan Center, it'd be rude not to. Obviously I came out with loads of stuff. I bought a lot of frozen sort of dumplings and sake, and I found the fluffy pancake mix. If you read my newsletter, you'll see this week that I've included the Christmas menu of food I am preparing for everybody for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. And Boxing Day breakfast, I wanted to do pancakes. So even better that I can do the fluffy Japanese hotcakes. All the instructions are in Japanese, so there's that. Luckily, there's the translation app, but also I did ask my lovely followers the best way to make these, because I don't just want to go to Google. I want people with insider knowledge, and a few people have told me lots of different tips and tricks as to how to make these as fluffy as possible. Someone said use a rice cooker, so I'm excited to try these. But yes, came home with lots of food. Oh, Rubub's just come back from her walk. So I'll be trying these out on Boxing Day.